Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul, and today we're gonna be doing the video on have the villains lost in the Paranormal Liberation Fund. The usual disclaimer at the beginning, I am not a kid-specific channel. Sure, the topics are more geared to children, but I'm not aiming at them. So I would warn you all, if you're a child, I will say things that are out of your age range. I will most likely make jokes that are too mature for you, or say stuff that are too mature for you. So if you're a kid, I would strongly advise you not to watch them. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's begin with this video. So as you have followed in the manga of My Academia recently, the League of Villains, well, not the League of Villains, the Paranormal Liberation Fund have kinda seemed to have like their ultimate defeat. I mean, granted, it's not confirmed. I mean, it's not like we have like a wrap up chapter. We had like a wrapped up chapter this week with like the heroes come out victorious with the bodies of Nomus being handcuffs and being transported to Tartarus and all that. We did not see that. I mean, all we've seen is is Shigaraki being out of the tank, and I think what's his name, Eyeless or something. I'm not sure really, saying he's not breathing, and the whole and or the evil lord's dream has been destroyed. It's over. That's all we've seen. And considering how the rest of the arc was, kinda, you would think that would be the case. I mean, let's really look at it. The higher Nomus have been, we'll get into the number of destructions later, but let's just say have mostly been defeated. And the Paranormal Liberation Fund, for at least from what I saw, 4 of their advisors were defeated, or 5. I mean, let's see. Slango was pretty much defeated by Death Arms, even though we didn't see him defeated. It was strong imply. The Electro guy part of the Brown unit was defeated, and yesterday when I was checking the the panels a bit, I saw when Acha was doing his whole Nimpo technique, he went through a couple of soldiers who look extremely similar to how some of those advisors look like. I believe, at least from what I could tell, at least 3 of them were advisors. There might be a 4th one, but I don't know. What they look like, they're very similar. Being the ones that have that weird tube mouth thing, the female, and one in the corner who, not sure exactly which ones he was, but he looked like an advisor. Like, it seemed like 4 of them were taken down, which is amazing since they were built up like they are shown in the average hero, but 3 of them get taken down without us even knowing, and that's assuming I'm not if I still haven't compared them correctly. Ridastro lost his leg and is currently underground with Trumpet and Spinner and Giron. Gigantomachia is not going to show, which I do wonder how they're going to transport Gigantomachia to Tartarus, and where in Tartarus are they even going to put Gigantomachia. But that's another topic if they actually get defeated. Then Darby goes for a killing blow on Hawks, but Hawks is saved by Tokoyami, which we still have no idea how that fight will go, but let's just say there's a lot of people who think that Darby will be defeated by Tokoyami, since Tokoyami has that whole character protection plot, and I would imagine that could happen. I mean, we have no idea anything about who he is, Darby is. So yeah, also the whole Ragnarok defeated Udastro thing. And what else was it? Twice tragically passed away. So yeah, and I think that's the last of it. I mean, I might be forgetting an important factor. I mean, I guess there's all those nobles who have been killed and defeated by the heroes. Was there anything else? I believe no. So yeah, saying that the villains have been like defeated over and over and over again, the arc is like not an exaggeration. Like I mean, seriously, they've put up some resistance, but that resistance has been basically nothing. No, granted, we still don't see much, which I will get into it. But yeah, it seems like the villains have like lost this war. Now, an interesting thing that I would like to bring up is that the last panel of the chapter with Awful One seemed to have Awful One smiling, kinda. Granted, it's not like a good shot, like we don't see him like in the middle of his face and there being a big smile over him. We just see like a side view and his that part we see it kind of looks like he is smiling. I mean, I'm granted that we don't see it explicitly. It's not like we see it completely face through. It seems to kind of have this kind of marking, but we're not, just unsure right now. So, it's saying if there's ever going to be a turnaround, I would say this is the point where they have the whole turnaround. Although, again, they might cut into the mention rate again, and then they'll continue the whole villains being defeated, only for them to cut to the back to the hospital, and then we have all the was be defeated by Tomongan. I assume that isn't what happens, but we just don't know. One thing I would like to mention that if your coach is going with the whole the whole oh you lost the battle but we technically won the war thing, like there's some theories right now going around that there's going to be like a prison break arc, which might be possible. Like Tomoshagi wakes up when he's in Tartarus and then he starts wrecking everyone. I am not a fan of those storylines. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Because at that point I'm like, why did the villains have to be completely defeated if they are going to win at the end? That's just if Hikashi is doing that storyline, I'm not a fan of it, but I will understand why it was made. But yeah, ignoring that, I think saying this is over for the Paranormal Liberation one is a bit ridiculous since let's really think about it. Izuku hasn't even come face to face with Tomoe. How so far I think Izuku was one of the least used characters. I mean, I'm pretty sure Joe and Kaminari had more screen time than he has in this arc. I'm pretty sure they had. So I doubt that this is like the old end for the Paranormal Liberation font, and how it's been built up in previous chapters before this attack, this war. How after this the old generation, the current ones, Endeavor, Miracle, Cross, and all these, it's over. Like it's the next generation. So saying that, so after that, this build ups having like, alright, Miracle, Tragedy, and Hawks, less of a tragedy, but alright, be the only two who have to retire seems a bit ridiculous. I mean, well, I'm sure there are a couple of that ones. I'm sure there have been at least some heroes who were killed off by the Nomus, or at least or by the other villains. Like I'm sure. I mean, we didn't get much of a spotlight how we actually got a hero that when twice stabbed that weird, that weird kind of villain looking hero to death. But yeah, we. But yeah, you'd think that after the build up, there should have been more hero casualties. So let's go through some of the possibilities that the villains could like bounce back off if we do not have that whole trope again. Assuming that it's not going to be the stupid, oh, we lost the battle but we won the war bullshit. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those if you even get to that. So yeah, one thing that you might notice in the story right now is that a lot of times, in fact, I think in every chapter is in a way mentioned by someone, is that the higher nomus currently are not buying full percent. Like, they're not. Like, I mean, guys, that's mostly there for us to not think of them as weak, as to think of, oh no, this is all this we see, it's them being in a weakened state. That's what's actually happening. But I know it's really weird how they mention it over and over and over again. I mean, it's either, I mean, when they were released, Oji was mentioned, oh, it takes about 11 hours for them to fully awake yet, but I have to use it. Use it. Then I believe in the was it mentioned by Miracle when they were fighting? They, maybe it was with someone. I'm not exactly sure. And then Miracle mentions it later. I'm not getting weaker, but they seem to be finally awake somewhat. Or the normals be like, my body is not fully capable yet. Or my I'm still not fully awakened. Like, it's being mentioned quite a lot, is what I'm saying. So, one thing that I noticed is if you look at the what's the name of the chap is if you look at this panel here in 123, you would notice how there are a lot of, well, there are 12 nomus here because there are 6 on the every side. So let us go through this number. Hood was killed before we even got here, so he's out. From what I saw, 3 normals were destroyed or killed when Miracle crashed into the lab, and 5 normals were released. So yeah, it's possible. So yeah, there are 3 remaining. Now it's possible that I'm misremembering. Like, maybe there was a panel in where some of the normals were destroyed. I mean, it's possible. I mean, we see a bunch of the containers, but from what we see, there's nothing in except maybe water. And not even water, because I'm pretty sure it was just a bunch of. Because I'm pretty sure when that female normal shot through them, they were just. You just saw the glass being cracked, nothing else. So, the normals seem to. So there seem to be like 3 normals who we haven't seen yet. I mean, guys, it's kind of hard to really tell with panels sometimes because, you know, it's anime. That how I'm pretty sure in this we even get to see some other normals that we haven't seen yet. Let me just check to be sure. Yeah, we see a couple of normals. I mean, they might be the same, and granted, I'm unsure if we've seen them being destroyed, but yeah. We saw we don't see that many normals. Like, it's in one area. Now, so my theory right now is that these normals those 3 who are missing, or we currently have no idea if they've been already destroyed or if they are just like somewhere nearby, we just didn't see them, is that they are actually already awake and they're just waiting for them to fully awake. This idea comes from me mostly because they mention it over and over again. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous how many times they mention it. And it seems like they are getting stronger and stronger by the second. Like, even if it takes them hours to be fully awake, even now they're already freakishly powerful. I mean, literally the only reason why they are losing is because they are being overrun by heroes and Aizawa's quirk. Hell, I think one of them hasn't even been hinted at being awake, the elephant one. And the other 2, they might be, but they're not completely. So yeah. My theory is that those 3, even if, let's say, the heroes kill all the normals, like that female normal that seemed like her hat was destroyed by Endeavor, she's that, and then the other three, the fat, who I think is basically an arm, the elephant, and then Majin Buu guy. If they get killed, I feel like the other three, if were not destroyed yet, they may appear and then they'll cause more chaos because think about it. All that we saw of those normals was 5 minutes of being woken up. 5 minutes. So imagine those normals who've been waking up throughout this entire time and could see what their quirks were, and based on how much they may know, no, they might even be aware of some other quirks. I mean, they'll probably be aware of Aizawa's quirk, even if they were thinking slower than the female normal, because she had like split seconds, and she figured out the quirk. I'm sure that those three who have, from what we know, just been canisters, just like absorbing everything, they might have saw his whole thing and attacked. Like, I would not be surprised. I also think about it. Right now, they're all cramped in the lab, meaning that there is a better chance at friendly fire. Yeah. So meaning that those normals can definitely take advantage of that and kill them. And even if they are destroyed, like even if I'm overthinking things, like some all of us have been thinking things, I'm pretty sure, like that Iron Norman that was killed first by Miracle. People thought that he was going to be a Crimson Riot, or was it Red Riot? I think it was Red Riot now. I think about it. Father, it was kind of like he was a Red Riot who became a Iron Norman, but that went really nowhere. Although granted, we still haven't really got the connection between Bakugo's and Izuku's friend and the whole flying normal yet. But yeah, even if let's say I'm thinking of that part, Shigaraki could wake up or not die, and he could go berserk and go kill everyone. I mean, we granted still have no idea what could happen. I mean, some people say that apparently all he needs is a shock therapy, or hell, maybe there'll be some kind of other thing going to happen. But yeah, either it's going to be the normals or Shigaraki, someone with multiple quirks that's way stronger than a hero will attack and will win. Now as for the mention rate, gotta be honest, even I was underestimating how bad things were going there until I noticed those fake advisors being defeated. So yeah, the weird thing is that in the mention rate is the fact that we still haven't seen Gaten in action, and a lot of the advisors still haven't been seen. Again, from what we've seen, I believe only 4 advisors were defeated. Which, granted, I'm still a bit pissed off that 3 advisors were defeated with us barely even being able to know. Like, I'm pretty sure some have noticed, but I'm pretty sure that most haven't. But, so yeah, we still have the advisors somewhere. We have no idea where they are. I'm hoping we see them in action. I hope they are undefeated. I'm even hoping the ones who have been or defeated will come back later in the arc and defeat some of the heroes. Like, I want to see some, action from the villains and being the heroes. Hell, wouldn't it be kind of funny if, let's say, they are being the villains now, but then they're villains, like, still end up winning after they get their shit together? I mean, that would be kind of funny if if they do go according to plan perfectly, but yet the villains are simply stronger. That would be kind of funny, but considering how the entire arc has been going through right now, I seriously doubt that's going to happen. I mean, unless if the strongest villains come back and they beat the heroes down. So yeah, on the mention rate, I'm not exactly sure how will things go. I hope that they aren't getting defeated, because honestly, although Hikoshi has shown that he'll give the villains like those power-ups, like power of love, power of friendship power-ups, he will have them lose at the end of the day, no matter what. I mean, let's not pretend like Janto defeated Izuku in a battle when he got the power of love. Or the 3 garbage trio of the 8 bullets defeated Sun Eater. So yeah, let's not pretend they won. But I really think that Hikoshi is not gonna do the whole, oh, you think of the big fan, but they lost. Like, no. Because Hikoshi is a smart individual, so he knows the whole subversion of expectations only works when it's something that you can actually believe to be subvert expectations. And not anything. So, yeah. I mean, just look at Stain's writing. Would you really believe the same guy who can write Stain as well as he did, to the point he's still now being considered one of the best villains, one of the greatest characters in My Academia, to be then there to do a complete 180 and then subvert our expectations to the point he just has like a one-sided victory for the heroes? No. I'm sure that there's going to be some kind of reveal later. Granted, now it's gonna be a lot more harder to follow because they're apparently going to be for the foreseeable future be a week of a chapter, then a break, a week of a chapter, then a break, and that's how it's gonna be for now. And the anime is even in the anime who are weekly is even gonna be worse now because apparently they're not even going to have it for a foreseeable future. But needless to say, right now it's a whole big hold. So we're gonna be having a lot of breaks. Which now I think about it might be even a bigger problem with My Hero Academia and other series, since the most exciting parts of the battles have yet to been really used. But anyways, that's what I think. This is some of the possibilities that I think could happen in this current arc. So tell me in the comments below. Do you think that we're gonna do this whole stupid, but oh, we lost the battle but won the war, got them storylines that they do with the villains right now? Or do you think that there's gonna be a higher Nomu to appear and defeat the heroes, or Shiroku will wake up and he'll defeat the heroes, or what will happen to the mention rate? Tell me in the comments below what you think could happen next in the story. And now I hope you like this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it. I'm gonna wait to see all you people next time. Bye.